you're at the hands of everybody, you know, at the ears of everybody, at the hearts of everybody, at the critique of everybody. I feel like I've been fighting all my life. I just want my music at all times to be true.
Wha Gwaan Munchy.
Miss Munchy, what we tell him?
I hear me, Miss Munchy. Keeping it locked with Munchy.
Miss Munch! Are you run the thing, so watch you now?
You know me, I say Munchy.
Yell up Munchy.
Wha Gwaan Munchy.
Reggaeville family, we're in Kingston, Jamaica. We're coming to you with another episode of Wha Gwaan Munchy right in the middle of both Black History Month and Reggae Month. And one of the artists who really wowed us throughout this month thus far, that was the man who is my guest today. So I'm even more excited and grateful to have him here. Mortimer, good morning. So how is everything?
Good. Give thanks for having me too. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm really excited to see you because I saw you performing several times already throughout Reggae Month, and every time you touch a stage, people were like getting so excited, screaming, singing along all the lyrics and everything. How have you been experiencing the February thus far?
Well, it's been good, you know. It's been good, and we're taking steps and we're growing as we go. So I appreciate that, you know. Yeah, man.
I said you performed. Did you also get to take in some of the festivities that we're keeping now in this month?
To be honest, I'm a homebody.
Okay.
So like most of the times I like to just go and, you know, share my soul and then head back home shortly after.
Okay.
You know, but you know, I hear bits and pieces and I like what's going on. You know, I like the idea of a reggae month, you know what I mean, to bring awareness to reggae music where there is none, you know, to show appreciation for reggae music and all that it has done over the years, you know. Yeah, man.
One of the performances that you delivered was at the Essence. I would say musically that was high quality because the vocalists were amazing, the musicians as well. We catch some of the live performances that happened there, also the one including from Mortimer, but of course also one that we filmed from Chevaughn.
Nobody said it would be easy, and I'm so happy. You never leave me when I'm down in the valley below, and I can't find my way back home. In your arms I'm safe and secure. I know I'm never alone. I got so many rivers, but if you turn it with me, we won't feel lost. So many rivers to cross.
So still in the middle of Reggae Month, and we have here one of the, as I said, amazing singers that has impressed us a lot throughout the last few weeks. Now he's finally here, and if you never got the chance to see him perform live, of course I am sure that you have enjoyed his wonderful EP that he presented to us. Fight the Fight is out. Why did you name it that way? Because fight implicates something aggressive, so to speak, and it's like it's so soulful, it's very deep and so far. Why did you name it?
Well, first of all, I mean, all fight is aggressive, and to survive you have to fight aggressively, you know. But I feel like I've been fighting all my life. Yeah, so you know that's where the name came from. It's just a fight and a plea at the same time, you know, asking for help. Yeah, man.
You teamed up to create this record with Winta James of Overstand Entertainment, that is a musical genius that we know from Protege's Ancient Future, that we know from the Militancy Rhythm and many other productions. How did you meet up with him, and why did you choose him to do this piece of work?
Well, I met him through Paris Lamont. I don't know if you know Paris. The keyboard for Indignation, yeah, man. He and I were doing some work, you know, and one day, to cut a long story short,
We have time though.
Oh, we do? Ah, cool. Well, he invited me to rehearsal one day, and when I went to the rehearsal, the people who he invited me to meet happened to be Protege and Winta. Yeah, so like apparently he had, let them hear some of the stuff we're working on and thing, and they liked it, and they said, boy, they had something for me to hear, and that was the whole protection vibes. I did my part, Protege did his part separately too. From then we've just been working together, yeah, and we've been steadily going along in patience, and yeah, man.
Is it important for you to have a certain vibe with the people that you work with, apart from this being a profession as well?
Yeah, it helps a lot when people understand you, not even only musically too, but on somewhat of a personal level too, to understand exactly where you're coming from and what you want the music to be saying, and yes, it's a team effort at the end of the day, what I mean? So everybody has to be comfortable with the whole process and thing. But yeah, people have to know who you are to know what your vision is all about, and where you plan on going. But so far I've been blessed with the right circle of people. Winta is amazing, what I mean? Very musical, very meticulous. I've learned a lot from him over the years too. We've been working together for maybe 5 years. We've been working together. Yeah, and now we're working on our album. What I mean? So yeah. Yeah, man.
So how do you both go about creating a song? Would you sit down together? Would he play the keyboard and you write the lyrics, or would you have in mind already what you want musically?
Yeah, for the most part, because I produce as well. So for the most part, I come to him with my ideas, and then we flesh them out, and we come together, work together, sort them out. Or if we need to call in musicians, we call in musicians, and we get the thing them play, and But yeah, man, Winta has been, yeah.
What I recognize, apart from your musical delivery that you presented to us throughout Reggae Month, you always also spoke a lot. And the speeches that you presented on stage were very personal, I felt. Is music in general a very personal thing for you? And how much would you share with the public of your inner thoughts through your music?
I like that question. I like these questions. Yeah. Music is personal for me, personally. It's the only thing that's been there for me through all times. Whether I'm excited, happy, sad, confused, depressed, whatever it is, what I mean? Music has been a constant force in my soul. So most of the things, or if all of them, are personal, and all my music is personal, and I'd share, I want to be true to my music. I don't want to do it to entertain. I'm sharing a piece of myself. Sometimes that piece of self is going to be a personal piece of self, to keep the music true, because then you end up with a situation like that where you also can, have relatability, with your music. There are a lot of people out there who can relate to, what you're saying. A lot of people who are afraid to speak about things that you probably, are willing to speak about, you having the platform to do so, what I mean? So, yeah, man, I just want my music at all times to be true, soulful. I want it to comfort, to uplift, to encourage, And if you happen to enjoy the vibes along the way, enjoy the vibes along the way too, Yeah.
I'm sure people also enjoy the vibes aside of that. But was there ever a point where you sat down to write a song and you said, oh, I cannot share that much with the public, that's too much?
I've had times like that. That was before though. Now I've decided to just go all in. So I'm not gonna know my business in time to come.
It takes a lot of courage though, don't it?
Yeah, it does, because then you're naked now.
Yeah.
You've completely stripped yourself of all of this pride, and is willing to become vulnerable, You're at the hands of everybody now, at the ears of everybody, at the hearts of everybody, at the critique of everybody, what I mean? So it's a very naked place to be, but if it gets chilly, I can wrap a towel around me, you know. Yeah, man.
All right. Hopefully, it never gets too chilly for you, man. Yeah, but wow, that's wonderful to hear. Also, that you're working on an album, so we have much more to look forward to. Can we expect this to drop anytime soon, or how long would you estimate the process of the production?
I don't like to put that time on stuff, but we like the plan is about October, November
Okay, wow.
of this year, you know. But as to how long, I think all work that we do, you know, it takes the length of time it's supposed to take, you know what I mean, for it to feel right. Yeah, man.
How and when did you write your very first song?
My very first song. I don't even think I remember that, but that would have been long time ago.
So this is how long music has been part of your life. How long has music been your companion?
Forever, from ever since. And I grew up singing in my home in devotion. I grew up singing in church, at school, on the choir. I had my own boys group at one point in time, a cappella, Boys for Christ, you know, at church. And, you know, I joined Euphony. There was a contemporary gospel group at my church at the time. And, you know, like, it's always been, music is in everybody's soul, you know, in every heart. You might not can sing it, but you feel it, you know. So yeah.
So you're speaking of soul. We know you're soulful music, you're deep music, and you said that it's been there from ever since. And then I read this that you wanted to become a soldier or an auto engineer at some point. So how does this go together?
Yeah, man. When I was younger, I had a best friend. He and I wanted to become two separate things, but we were alike in the level of passion we had for it. He wanted to be a pilot and I wanted to be an automotive engineer. I wanted to design cars as well and race too. Okay. Yeah, man. But my parents couldn't afford it, you see. And the second thing is that I was horrible at math and physics, you know. So, you know, those two things paired, I was like, all right, you know, because sometimes not everything that you probably want to do is the thing that you're supposed to do. You know, I was listening to an interview with Bob where he was saying, you know, you are what you are. Even if you adapt things along the way, you learn things along the way, you eventually filter it right out and you get back to exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Me in this time, at this space in my life, I feel like sharing a piece of my soul musically is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I think the Lord has given me the privilege of this platform to share good vibes. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it and I will use it to the best of my ability at all times. You know, but the soldier part now, that was when I was in high school. I was in the cadet, because everything else I tried, like, I couldn't do it because the events were held on a weekend, and my parents, you know, wasn't for the whole going out to run on a Saturday. So if I join the track club is a thing, if I join this is a thing, because all these events are held on a Saturday or a Friday night. And so I decided, all right, cool, let me join something that, you know, don't seem to have that barrier there. I saw a cadet, I was interested in it. Plus I grew up hearing my father speak about him being in cadet too. So I was like, all right, cool, let me try it. And I went in, it sucked at first, you know, but I eventually, you know, got to liking it. While I was in there, I was like, you know, when I'm finished, I'm going to join the army then. You know, because I was loving it that much and thing. And then, you know, time after time I've watched so many things that I've thought about doing in my life just kind of take a back seat. And whenever it does take a back seat, when you look through the front window, is music. You know, that's the one thing that has remained constant. So throughout anything that I wanted to do, I was always singing, I was always making music of some kind. Like I was always drumming, always doing something, you know. Yeah, man. So
would you say music is maybe not a profession you choose, or it is rather a mission or a savior?
yeah, I think so. You know, I think you can't plan what life already planned for you. Yeah, so I got through.
All right. In any case, we are very appreciative of the fact that you chose the music over the army and the automotive.
I
And
still want to race though. It's something I still have in mind.
make sure you always wear the helmet and you buckle up.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, man, as long as you're safe. But I'm glad to hear that we can look forward to an album, because Fight the Fight is out. I mentioned it already. So this is something that you can enjoy right now still. And of course, you can also catch more live performances that we caught from you throughout Reggae Month, because we also went to 56 Hope Road on Bob Marley Earth Strong. So a piece of that live performance is also on the Reggaeville YouTube. And of course, we caught some of the other persons that were performing there that night. It was an amazing event. We had Nadine Sutherland, Jezza Royal, we had Kalissa, and of course we also had the sons of Bob Rowe and Julian Kimani and Damien.
Judges are forbidden, forgive to be forgiven. When I make a man trespass, right shall no echo, jekyll, and the pot across the kettle. Careful who you nail. Who boy be careful who you nail, pancras. Rasta man be careful who you nail, pancras. Babylon be careful who you nail, pancras. Now we must be careful who we nail. We must be careful who we nail, pancras. Now you should be careful who you nail, pancras. Now you must be careful who you nail, pancras.
We're still here, it's still Reggae Month. I still have the pleasure to have Mortimer with me. And we spoke so much about the live performances and stuff, and I figure a lot of people, especially in Europe, they would love to see you perform as well. I know you're going to be coming to Uppsala Reggae Festival in Sweden. Where else can the people catch you? Will you be touring, and what else is planned?
Yeah, I think we have reggae. What's that name? I'm not great with names, you know. But it's a couple of them. We have tour in the summer, you know. The festival circuit in Europe, yeah. Yeah, you know, so we have some stuff, you know, which we give thanks for, you know. I don't remember the dates, and then forgive me, please. But, you know, as we post as we go, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
And you're going to bring your own band as well?
Yeah, I'll be bringing my own band, yeah. Definitely.
So are you excited to go over to Europe and present your music live? What feeling is that for you? You said making the music and stripping down your feelings is like being naked. So this is now being naked in front of like 20,000 people?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
Even last night I was coming from when I was at rehearsal, Winta and I were speaking, and my brother Dorian too, and he was saying, yo, she said, like, you don't even get to wet your foot certain way, like in certain things. It's just straight in, like you get thrown in deep, and because some of these stages are huge, my hair, you know, and this is gonna be like my first time traveling, period. I've never left here before, you know, so like it's doubly exciting for me. Yeah. You know, but I am, you know, and I'm very appreciative of all the support we've been getting so far with the music, for everybody who like, post, share, feel, listen to the music in your quiet space, whatever it is, you know. I appreciate it, and it's great that we are finally being afforded an opportunity to share it with the masses, you know. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's Jah love every time.
Yeah, man. I think it's the right time, you know, to do that now. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing you over in Europe. I figure on your off day you can maybe go some go-kart racing or something like that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, definitely. Everything fun to do in between, I'll be there for sure.
So for that journey, I wish you all guidance and protection, and also for your musical journey in general, Mortimer, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks for having me too. Thanks for supporting our movement. We appreciate the vibes, you know. Yeah, man. Just stay in tune, stay in love, you know. Keep feeling, keep fighting. Yeah.
Wha Gwaan Munchy.